Wow, what a year that's been. Guys, we made it. Before I start, I would like to welcome family, friends, guardians, faculty, staff, and alumni. Thank you for being here this morning, especially during this unprecedented time. I would also like to thank those who couldn't join us here but provided all the support and guidance we needed along the way. On behalf of the class of 2021, I would also like to express our gratitude to Mr. Chase, Mr. Grensky, teachers, staff, and Board of Trustees who have put more effort, time, and dedication than any other years to make our last year in Eaglebrook another special one and help us hold this ceremony to celebrate our hard work. Let's give them a well-deserved round of applause. Good morning. My name is Brandon Park, and I am honored to represent the class of 2021 as a class speaker on this very special occasion. I was a little kid when I first came here in 7th grade. On the first day, I was complaining about going up to the rock in a hot weather with new friends from all different places. It was my first time staying away from home for months. I was excited, yet scared at the same time to start my new journey here in Eaglebrook. However, soon I realized that there was nothing to be afraid of. Eaglebrook's environment, students, faculty, staff, and everything else here have made the best 3 years of my life. I will never forget the new student campout, Mountain Day, getting to know all the new students in my dorm for the first time, taking pictures with my friends with our flags, playing sports as a team, and playing Cardigan Mountain School, and so many more things that I enjoyed with my fellow brothers. Eaglebrook has taught me so many things. I've learned how to live in a community with my peers and friends, how to play football and lacrosse, and how to embrace and respect diverse cultures and stories that my friends brought from all around the world. However, one piece of advice that always remains in my heart is stepping out of my comfort zone. As Miss Blaine once said in one of the Sunday meetings in my 7th grade year, stepping out of the comfort zone here was significantly important. There are so many opportunities here that you can take advantage of by stepping out of your comfort zone and trying new things. For me, it was getting to know friends from diverse cultures and various backgrounds. The different cultures, languages, and backgrounds were fascinating to me, and the fact that we can all call each other friends, even though we're all totally different individuals, was awesome. A big lesson I learned from getting to know friends from all around the world is that even though we're all different, we're all human. In Eaglebrook, I realized that a classmate who is from the opposite side of the world can have similarities with me, and we can call each other friends. I think all of us discovered what humanity is here, and that is what makes Eaglebrook a unique place. Another way to step out of my comfort zone was trying new things, such as fishing, going up to the rock, taking stone carving, or playing a new sport. Eaglebrook will provide everything to start. We have amazing facilities and faculty that helps us get better. I come from a place totally different from here, Seoul, Korea, which is so much more urban than here. When I first came here, I was totally amazed by the beautiful environment. The whole school was surrounded by trees and mountain, and seeing animals all over the campus was something that I'd never experienced before. However, I fell in love with everything. I fell in love with watching the sunsets coming back from dinner, looking up at the night sky and looking at hundreds of stars, walking around the huge campus with my friends, and enjoying the beauty of nature here. I'm going to miss walking up Amy's Run with Jet to sled down, skiing on weekends with Matt, Nick, and Alfonso, rock trips with Anthony, Fernando, and Mateo, cheering for Eaglebrook as a crowd, and most importantly, the strong bond we all had with each other. This year was a tough one. Online classes, weeks of quarantine, masks, everything was tough, but we made it. I can proudly say that the only reason we could go through this year was because we had each other. Even though everything was frustrating, we cared for each other and took things positively. I want to say I am so proud of all of us for getting through this tough year, and I want to thank all of us for always being here and making our last year on the Hill so much memorable. Now it's time to start our new journey again. We are going to be in a new place, starting our new chapters in our lives again. And we will face many changes again. We won't be able to access our Eaglebrook email accounts in a few days. We won't be able to eat chicken pot pie in Gibbs Dining Hall anymore. And Mr. Rose won't be able to cheer for me when I race against his Eaglebrook racers in my Deerfield Racing soon next year. A couple days ago, on the way up to the hill on the ski lift for baccalaureate, I watched the slope that I had skied on for the past 3 years. I wondered where all the snow that covered the entire hill went. Okay, it melted and was absorbed by the roots of the trees and grass, then it reacted with carbon dioxide and sunlight to produce glucose. See, Mr. Fay, I fully understand photosynthesis. Anyway, while I was speculating on where water from the melted snow would have gone during the lift ride up the hill, a quote about the water came into my mind that my grandfather shared with me more than dozens of times. It's from Lao Tzu's moral book. Just like my grandfather did, I would like to share it with you today. The running water doesn't fight to get ahead of each other. The water flows and turns when it's clogged, fills it when it's trapped and moves on. When the water runs fast, it doesn't show off. When it goes slow, it doesn't regret. The water flows together, ahead and behind, without contesting its place. Water flows in as much as it flows out, and it flows out as much as it flows in. To live like water is to go around if you get blocked, and to give it away if you get stuck. To live like water is not to be concerned about how fast or slow you go, or about whether you are ahead or behind. To live like water is to give as much as you receive and to receive as much as you give. If you don't let go of the flowing water, it will overflow someday. Just like that, if you hold on to the past, it will become a burden to your heart and remain in pain. To live like water is to let hate and pain flow away like water. To live like water is to flow like a river and have a broad mind like the sea. You don't have to be concerned with who goes first. You don't have to compete to be ahead because all of us will end up in the big sea. After today's commencement, we'll be flowing in all different directions at different speeds, but we will meet again someday in the big sea. Before I finish, I want to share the greatest advice that I have received in my life. In fact, you all heard this during my morning assembly, but since it's what I live by every day, I want to share it once again. Before I left Korea to join the Eaglebrook community, my grandfather, who was the greatest source of motivation and inspiration in my life, advised me, no matter where you are, whom you're with, just remember that you are a proud Korean. I always remember his words and try to act accordingly, trying to meet others' expectations and trying to make good impressions of Korea as if I were representing Korea myself. I know that this doesn't apply to most of you guys because you aren't Korean, but all of us are proud Eaglebrook students. Eaglebrook has fostered all of us to be better people, better students, and better citizens. Always think about what Eaglebrook has taught us and provided to us to become better every day. Think about what we have accomplished with the support and guidance of our teachers and mentors on the Hill, and what we have gained from each other. I would like to take this opportunity to thank once again all the teachers and staff, and of course, all my friends and classmates for having supported me. Without any of you guys, I could not have become who I am today. So here's my last advice to you. No matter where you are, whom you're with, just remember that you're a proud Brookie and be confident. Now, in honor of the class of 2021, I'll present Mr. Chase with our class gift, the school logo in the center on a soon-to-come turf field. We'll have to come back to play on the new turf field, but the logo on the field will remain representing all of our graduating sixth formers. My brothers and sisters, congratulations, and thank you for all the great memories. I'll miss you all. Fly high, Eagles.